I'm Peter Obi, and you're watching NoireTV.
Mr. Peter Obi, it's an honor to have the opportunity to ask you these questions. I have 4 questions which, given our venue here as alumni of the Wharton Business School, mostly revolve around the Nigerian economy. And so I will kick off with the first one here. Nigeria's economy is currently in a perilous position, as is obvious to most. In my judgment, this has largely been driven by the sharp depreciation of the Naira, which is underpinned largely by Nigeria's difficulty in sourcing and earning and building up reserves of hard currency, US dollars and other hard currency, given its lack of exports, its lack of domestic manufacturing, and its over-reliance on imported consumption. It was also rocked by the removal of the petrol subsidy, and the knock-on effect that this removal of subsidy has had on domestic consumption, pricing, given the natural transmission mechanism of higher diesel prices on individual energy generation, using generators to cook food, to open up your store, etc., and the transport costs obviously embedded in most consumer goods in Nigeria, given that most of our cargo moves by road. How would you specifically intervene to ameliorate such challenges and reposition Nigeria's economy? Thank you.
Thank you for the honor of being here in Wharton. I think most of the question you answered, you actually answered. The question you asked, you actually answered most of it. But let me, in few sentences, again emphasize how to deal with this issue. You must have from day one a combination of fiscal and monetary policies that should be aimed at production. If you do that, you're going to, for example, tackle issue of insecurity, and your farmers can go back and invest in agriculture. You're going to support productivity, starting from your support of small and medium businesses, which is the engine of economic activity globally, in any economy, developed, especially developing economy. You deal with that. As you're dealing with that, that will now give support manufacturing. You can have a developing country with less than 10% manufacturing contribution to GDP. You cannot. So you support manufacturing. All this will lead to export, which will allow you to earn additional foreign exchange to stabilize your currency. You already have natural resources like oil that is being stolen. These are things you must stop. You must deal with the issue of oil theft, which is largely by people in government, because ordinary people can't steal oil. So you must deal with that issue. You must deal with the issue of corruption, because people cannot continue to steal public wealth, and again that impacts negatively because it kills entrepreneurship, kills professionalism and hard work. So all this you must simultaneously deal with, and it must start from the leader. And once you start this, cutting cost of governance, dealing with all these issues simultaneously, I didn't say you will do one and abandon the other. You must deal with it simultaneously. As a governor at sub-national level, we deal with all the issues simultaneously. That's why we had what we called Anambra Integrated Development Strategy. So we look, what is it that we need to do to say we are on the path of development health, education, supporting small businesses, ensuring that we have network of railroads and everything. We were doing with them simultaneously. You can't deal with one and leave the other. So if you tackle it simultaneously, you find out that you start, you're not going to turn it overnight. And people are not expecting you to do so overnight. But they want 100% effort.